decided to break down and buy a 50-inch mower deck, which actually cuts extremely well. The front bracket just needs to be adjusted to the deck if I want to use it. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to. I think that's just characteristic of these 40 or 50-inch decks, just to be obnoxiously loud when it comes to the bearings. Because this one you can still hear the blades whirring though, so it's not like it needs a rebuild in any sense. It's just loud. And my 316 is the same way, so I'm kind of wondering if that ain't the case. But at any rate, this old girl has definitely seen a hard life. I mean, all the hardware is there though. But as you can tell, it's been repainted, albeit it was pretty poor. If you look closely at it, it's poorly done. This side's had some issues in the past because that's been welded up before for some reason. But the gauge wheels look pretty good though. That's not supposed to be there, but the inside is cracked and about ready to go, so I kind of left that there. I took the other side off. There's this more or less the same thing over here, but I kind of think that was just not a necessity, so I got rid of it. Another thing that I really noticed that really pisses me off is the fact that someone couldn't break down and buy the right spindle for it, but honestly, you know, whatever, I'll fix it whenever time comes. I'll probably end up having to get another cover because that one's cracked right there, and then obviously it's been cut out. Then coming to this side's actually in really good shape. Cover's good, everything's good over here. Until you get to right there and you see that straight edge. On the bottom, there's actually a fresh plate of steel that's been welded to it. And why they couldn't contour it, just, I don't know. But they didn't. And it kind of looks funky, but I'm not going to really care. At this point, I spent $300 on it. Wasn't a horrible deal by any means. Cosmetically, it's a piece of shit. Albeit, it's good from afar, but far from good. But mechanically, other than a couple of welds and a couple patches, it actually performs soundlessly. Not literally, but it's awfully loud. But of course, then I think that's just characteristic of the 40-inch decks, or 50-inch decks, like I said before. So, I'm not surprised. So right over here, these two swaths right there are the 50-inch cut. Obviously, it's kind of hard to tell because I just mowed the lawn a couple days ago. But you can see on these two cuts, it leaves a really good stripe, and it's nice and level. So honestly, I'm not bothered by it. It works fine and dandy for me, so that's all that matters. And I will not lie, it is very weird to have something that's this small under it. It's confusing me sometimes. And sometimes my starter cuts out, which I think that's a wiring issue on my PTO switch. It cuts extremely well for a 50. Usually the 50s are not very good about cutting accurately and they leave untrimmed pieces, but so far that actually looks really good.